At Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Viber Live. Hopefully some of you guys did better than me the other night in the karate event, because I went 1 for like 10. The two biggest bets that I made, one of them was like a DQ. The other one, the guy got an illegal knee to the head or something. So didn't go as planned, but you know what? The project is growing. That's what we want to see. And it's, this is the making of potentially a bigger product than the UFC right in front of our face. But we'll talk about in a minute here, looking at the top 100 here at some of these bubbles. I'm waiting for this alt season. Bitcoin, no one knows what it's doing. I keep hearing it's going down to 32K. No, Bitcoin's going to break its new all-time high before the halving. People are all over the place. So that just solidifies to me that nobody knows. And you need to be ready for anything. You need to be ready for Bitcoin going to 50K tomorrow or 30K tomorrow. Be ready. Do you have your bags packed? If we get a massive pump and if we get that dip, do you know what bags you're going to be targeting? What bags you've been waiting to accumulate for this cycle? Because it's not going to be long before things just start to really rip. Look at that Pulsechain over here, incentive token. How fast did that thing 5x from 50 cents to 250? And people were FOMOing into it. And I knew not to buy it once it got above $2. But guys, this Go Pulse is doing things for the community. I love it. I didn't realize they had our own bubbles here. The Pulsechain bubbles. I got to start showing love to this now on the daily here. P Colt doing its thing. That's funny. I had a bag of P Colt. And I dumped it early on because I thought, what are the odds Colt gets popular over here? But that's why you never know. That's why you got to keep an open mind in crypto. Anything's possible. Colt, people could get sick of it on ETH. They might make a proposal over there to shift over to Pulsechain. And now Pulsechain is the home of Colt. Like, you never know what's coming. That's why you need, like I said, be ready for anything. Pulse wrap Bitcoin. I don't like how it doesn't bring up the prices there. But still cool. Checking out the bubbles here. Where's it? There's the duck. I like it. I like how it shows the logos too. Let's see, where's Alien at? Let's see if we can find our alien technology in here. There's Texan. Look at that. Standing out. I love it. Shout out Trayvon, the more tokens. Let's go. Guys, this is the first time I've looked at this. Seriously. So I'm getting excited looking at some of these bubbles. Pulse Reflections, shout out to Zach. Let's go. I like it. Piave up 10%. P Crow, Mega, BBC, Spark, Water. Is this Polymath? Is this P Polymath? Oh man, I might have to FOMO into that. I can't tell Gugod if that is. I might have to hide that one from him. Keep him on the alien invasion. Keep him distracted over here. I just swap some of my PTGC for more alien. I want the rewards, because I noticed a significant decrease for staking rewards for me since the beginning, since it was early on. So why not shift a little bit over into alien? It's still in the same ecosystem. I'm not getting out of it. Alien, PTGC, and then the 808. I don't even know what to call them. Rocket boosters are along for the ride too. We're going to the firmament with this thing. They just made a new all-time high, dip back down, but still the market cap, looking at PTGC, a lot smaller. So still opportunity there. I'm going to be keeping my eye out on it. And then, guys, finally, I've been able to move my wrap Bitcoin out of Staker app. It's been sitting there dormant for a couple months now. And then, oh man, probably like 5 months actually. It was probably around September when I sent some Texan in there, some Wrap Bitcoin, some P-Link, a couple of the blue chips that I knew I was just going to hodl these. I'd made some profits on them. I'm going to just send them over to the side. And sure enough, you can swap for them. You could swap for them inside Staker app, but you couldn't send them out. So it's like I could swap for Wrap Bitcoin, but once they're in my wallet, they don't show up and they're gone. So that was kind of frustrating, but it's gone. It's taken care of now. Web.staker.app. They're going to be getting rid of the app on your phone. So we're going to have to be using this here. And how it's going to work is you need to put your seed phrase into MetaMask. And that when you do that, it's a different wallet address than your actual Staker app. But that's all right. It's going to do it, I believe, through MetaMask in there. So you have to log in through MetaMask and into staker.app. But I'm going to be doing that tomorrow and getting my stuff out of there because there's like 13 days left until they officially shut it down for good. So I got some phone calls to make, just letting people know what's going on because a lot of boomers, they like this stuff. They like the easy apps. They don't want to deal with MetaMask and 6 different things. It's just easy to look at it on one app, but that's all right. That's where the future of crypto is going to bring interoperability. It's going to bring apps and unique wallets that are going to hold all of our assets from across all the different chains and all types of different assets, from tokenized stocks to tokenized real estate, tokenized art. It's all coming soon, guys. But what are you guys thinking about BitBoy Ben Armstrong, officially sponsored by Stake? Sign up for the real Ben Armstrong Substack. Guys, I thought he was the XRP Army guy. I thought he was the Solana stud. I thought he was the Cardano, the ADA gang leader. And now he's ran out of clout. And now he's coming and jumping on Richard's dick because Richard is the only one that he can make a logical argument for that you can't argue. Who likes the SEC? They're a bunch of pieces of shit. And oh yeah, look, Hex isn't a scam. They're actually banished on the 3rd page of CoinMarketCap. Thank you, Ben. Your signature's been added. All right, where were you like 4 months ago when this first was going around? Oh yeah, nowhere to be found. It's like, bro, you're gonna come over here and try to leech off this shit? Get out of here, man. We don't want you. You're not a Hexican. You're a scumbag. Like, so yeah, oh yeah, we have this new guy. His name's Ben. He left his wife, cheated on her with this new chick, and he lost his Lambo. Poor guy. And his company fell apart because he was doing steroids. It's like this. We don't need this type of attention and just fakeness and clout chasing. Like I know you guys are gonna see through this bullshit. Like I don't know. It's just like people just being like, oh yeah, and just accepting him into the community. Fuck that. This guy's a scumbag. He'll do anything for $1. Clearly, he's not a family guy. He's a religious guy, but he's leaving his wife and kids. It's like, dude, whatever. But you know what? This is a bullish sign for Hex that he chose our community. He knows where all the attention and people are going to go this cycle. And so he's front running it. He tried with Solana. He tried with Casper. God knows what else he was shilling his shit coins, and it doesn't work. And then he probably came into here. I've been telling you guys about the crypto. Oh, here we go. So Banter. Oh my God, this is great. The Gyre channel was designed to be a pump and dump. Now they make enough in affiliate revenue that they'll probably go lighter on the pump and dump this time. There was never a speck of research done at this channel. Start by clearing your house, you idiot. One of them literally works for you. SAVM down 95%. Write down all the influence. That's shield. Remember, they act as a cartel. This should be your signal not to invest in anything they post. Satoshi VM. Yep. I mean, I don't know about this being a scam. The project itself, the way it launched, and that one team that took the whole allocation, that was kind of messed up. But this is just so funny. Them throwing jabs at each other back and forth. Ben doesn't know what Solana is, and then Rand turns around and doesn't even know what coins he's holding and what the tickers are. They're both the same. They're both pieces of shit, in my opinion. and let them argue and do their own little beefs here, but we don't need them in our community, guys. We don't need Ben here. So don't just bow down and just accept him because other influencers are going to welcome him because all they care about are clicks and likes and more attention to them. So they'll look past all the stupid shit he's done and all the times he's turned his back on the Hex community and just accept him right in because they'll get more clicks and more attention. You're falling right into the same trap. So, man, get this. This guy needs to be Hex communicated immediately. We're calling for a BitBoy to be Hex communicated ASAP. He's even got freaking XRP right up here. Stake XRP. Altcoin adoption charts. TA. Send me money. Bencoin. You know, there's nothing about Hex in here. Nowhere on his profile is there Hex anywhere. But now he's signed the petition. Fuck that. He can stay out. He can go. Well, let's ask his kids how they feel about him. Let's ask his wife how they feel about him with his new celebrity girl and running around with his stupid Lambo. Fuck that. On to the next, guys. Karate. How sick was this event at Ace's backyard? You know, this shit was awesome last night. And this new president, man, I'm telling you, he knows what he's doing. I know that call to the police was orchestrated or whatever. There's no way you host that event. You have helicopters and drones flying around. And you don't let anyone know. Like, come on. So that guy right here, president that he just went up to, he's awesome, guys. He's going to take this thing to the next level. I was looking. I heard today UFC is a $13 billion market cap, their project or their company. And karate is at 600 million right now. This is going to overtake the UFC in value this cycle. I was saying 10 years ago, or it's going to take 10 years for karate to overtake the UFC. Guys, it's just going to happen in 1 year. That's how fast crypto moves. I mean, the $600 million market cap. I mean, God, once these events get bigger and bigger, like people were seeing it last night at the event. Like when you just watch it, this thing is made for fighting. The cage and UFC, it's not the same. This is up front. You're right there. They're saying this shit feels like a street fight. You got people around your back screaming and yelling, and they only are karate holders and winners of previous matches, top 100 holders. So all the people in the crowds there, they're not just like, you know, random people. They're people in the community. And they give only tickets and seats to members of the community. You can't buy them, which that's what I love. And there's one thing I want to show you guys here that was so funny because you know the Island Boys, how they were doing the Hex thing a couple years ago in last cycle. This little kid punches the Island Boy and he goes running. And he literally went back there and like threw up. So they had the Island Boys at the event last night. That kid's got a nice little jab there. The Island Boy did not see that coming. But so yeah, right here, the top 250 on the Karate Combat Up Only leaderboard gets to punch the Island Boys in the tummy. And you're still fading. I'm not fading it. I'm here, guys. So I didn't even talk about it. This was the ICE kickback number 1. Well, they have coming next month, I believe, kickback event number 2, but it's a celebrity fight, and BitBoy is on the register. I've actually found it. I don't know if it was on karate. Where was it here? It was in leagues. Nope, hold on. Events. I found the thing. I don't remember the name of the guy that BitBoy's fighting, but he 100% is. Oh, I don't know where it is. I dropped the ball. I'll find it though. League, was this it in a league? No, I don't know. I'll find it though, guys. It was here, I promise. There was a whole lineup. Oh, you know what? Let me look on Twitter real quick, actually. What was it? Shit, what was the tag we needed to do? Oh, KCK1. There we go. I know there was I'm gonna look. Let me just see. Good boy. Jesus. Now we're really dropping the ball. This is beta right here. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Oh well. Not well. I'm just straight up dropping the ball. But it was there, guys. I saw it. The lineup of the events. It was like the celebrity one, but it is what it is. I'll get it. Maybe it was on his Twitter. I don't know. But it's coming, guys. And karate's gonna blow up. We've been on it here, and we're gonna watch that shit. Yeah, Mexico City next month. That's right. That's right. It's in top. Good call. I don't. It's not on the website yet, but it's been announced. And Ricky Ross hosting this. That's awesome. Videos are coming soon. But yeah, Vets, that's right, bro. You got to download the app, man. Download the karate app. You need to do it to bet on it. And the app has like all the notifications inside of it. And then just follow the Twitter account. And it is tough, bro. There's so much going on. It's hard to keep with it. But I talk about it on the streams all the time, bro. Just put like an alert in your calendar or something. What's up, Caparanga, Crypto Compassion, Pulsechain Armor. What up, Davis? There's Goo God. What up? What up? Good to see you. Tintop, Mobius. Guys, the CFTC is now warning us. AI cannot pick your crypto winner, your next pick crypto winner. But guess who can? Finance. I pick all the gems. Well, 99.69% gems. One out of the 100 might fall through. But the U.S. watchdog warned crypto investors against placing trust and funds in AI trading bots, as many of them will result in a 100% loss. So there you go, guys. Stay away from the AI bots. If you have any doubts or you don't know what you're doing, just come here and just pause this right here. Pretty much all the coins that I'm holding this cycle, a majority of them, I just take a screenshot of that, and you'll be doing a lot better than the rest. I can pretty much promise you that. Well, there you go. Can't hide Myria down there in Stronghold. 2 gems right there. I saw another thing that ORAI was predicted to go to like $300 a coin or $350 a coin. I could not believe that. No, I don't know if it's on here. OXO. Yeah, I don't see it. But ORAI, guys, is going to be a gem, I think, right here. Orion chain, $6 right now. But look at that. Radio Kaka, the #1 performer in the last 24 hours. This is how it works, guys. This coin, I told you about it like a couple months ago. This is a sleeper gaming coin that is down 99% from the bottom. But it's all right. It started to show some signs. Volume started coming up. I mean, this was the absolute bottom in October. But, this thing might fail. It might never come back. I don't know. But I just look at stuff like this where volume's now up 126% in the last 24 hours. And gaming is in February is going to be huge. January typically, I don't think is a big month for gaming releases because of the hype from the holidays and the New Year hangover, all that. But I'm seeing in February, a lot of new games are coming out across PlayStation, across the blockchain. So I think gaming is going to really ramp up in the next couple weeks. So if there's any gaming coins you've been looking at, been on the fringe, I would start packing your bags sooner rather than later. I made sure to pretty much lock up all my gaming picks a couple months ago because I thought this alt season was going to kind of happen now, but you never know. I was predicting Bitcoin was going to run up to about 48. It pretty much did. And then it was going to drop off in February. ETH was going to run up. And then alt season, but ETH has nothing's happened. It's like ETH has just been forgotten about this cycle. And I'm waiting for that. I want to see ETH to start to run. And even Bitcoin now is starting to move back up. Like if we we need to obviously break the 48-ish number if we want to make a new local top. Right, yeah, right here, 48.3. So if we don't get up around at least 46 in a week, if this is just kind of chopping sideways, that'll probably be max pain. And that's what I think is going to come. What I would love to see is Bitcoin run up to 50K, make a new local high, and then ETH run, and then alts run. And then as March comes and the Feds, was it their policy there for banks being able to access liquidity, that program is pretty much gone as of March. So I don't know if that's going to be a problem or it's going to lead to banking problems across the country, which who knows could bring the stock market down, crypto down. I'm looking for that. I think an alt season in the next month or two, and then probably start to get ugly, guys. But this kept me really bullish right here. Tokenization was the top of mind for Taurus in 2024 after the FINMA approval. The crypto infrastructure firm backed by Ripple's Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank partner of Ripple, looked to push tokenization further after securing their Swiss regulatory approval. And what really caught my eye here is not that they raised $65 million from Credit Suisse and these other guys, but right here. Taurus has a regulated financial services business as well as a tech arm. On the tech side, the firm boosts 30 banks as clients. Controlling the tech gives us a strategic advantage, and we have all the capabilities internally to service any kind of tokenized assets for all types of clients on multiple blockchains. Guys, right there, on multiple blockchains. So we're seeing how this is going to work in the future. Just because someone's on Avalanche doesn't mean they can't be successful. Just because, California is working with, I think, Tezos for driver's licenses or something. They pick a random blockchain. That's how this is going to work. The infrastructure is there. They probably got a sweet deal. It fits their need. So it's going to be an interoperable world. That's the future. We're not having to use bridges now and not being able to move stuff around. That friction is going to go away slowly but surely. I was just listening to an interview with Gilbert Verdian, and it was for like some investors of the IIA or IMA, some international monetary authority group. And he was talking about now with Quant's Overledger, you can basically tap in from your existing business into their infrastructure. It used to be with 3 lines of code. Now it's basically no code, 1 line of code. Like, they're making it so easy for all the banks and all the infrastructure to be on the same page and communicate. And Quant is a sleeping giant. And these companies here, they need Quant's Overledger so they can talk to all the different blockchains that have all these different assets on them. We're seeing with Hedera, with Carrot and Centex and ArcX, they're starting to tokenize some stuff over there. We're seeing Solana has some private credit tokenized on there. Stellar has some tokenized bonds on their blockchain. But Quant's Overledger is what brings them all together. So someone say I'm an asset manager. I work at, Dickhead Bank. And I got my client comes in, Gugad walks in. How you doing? Oh, good, Gugad. What can I do for you? I heard about these tokenized shares of these real estate that was on, I don't know, it was on the XRP ledger. What do you think? Having the ability for me to one button go to an exchange that can get stuff from any single exchange or any single blockchain, any exchange. These not how we have like our in Pitius, it has the DEX aggregator for the best routes in Pulsechain. We need those for all of crypto, where they'll go around and route you the best and find you the best deal on any blockchain. Because what's going to happen is like lending and loans are all going to be on the blockchain. So when we go and look for a car loan for $5,000 or something, or a $10,000 home repair loan, we're going to go out and say, all right, I need $10,000. I'm willing to pay 3.75%. I'm sure the market rates will be out there. We'll just use that as an example. So I put that out there. I'm willing to pay 3.75% for, I don't know, 24 months on a $10,000 loan. I need somewhere that can go and look and see who has collateral for me across the different blockchains. Does someone have some on Avalanche over there? Does somebody have something over here on Solana? Does someone have something on Base, on an L2 or Arbitrum? But that's the future. That's where Quant and their technology, in a sense, brings all that together. And oh man, guys, like it's all happening this year. And it's like Ripple has their hands in all this, even though nowhere in here is Ripple mentioned. Ripple's technology is used by Credit Suisse, by the BIS, by Deutsche Bank. They're using Ripple's technology for their cross-border payments. I don't know if they're going to be using it for tokenization of assets. I think that's going to be more, these assets are going to be on different blockchains. So I don't know who's going to be that provider in-house that goes around and finds them all or puts the transactions together, but it's all coming. It's all coming. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys have some kind of in-house system that they've already worked with and they already built out. So here they asked him, the CEO, at what entities do you expect to dip their toe into these assets? He said the first one consists of our banking clients. 80% of them are already using Taurus as tokenization platform. They have a vested interest to tokenize and admit them on TDX. Several deals on fixed income, alternative assets, and arts have been made and are ongoing. So TDX is their retail platform. TDX has been designed for buy-side investors and traders, including retail clients and banks willing to access tokenized private credit markets. So basically, so you have the banking clients, so just regular people that are clients of the banks. And then the second one consists of renowned Swiss issuers with revenues between 5 and 50 million. Many have already selected TDX as a preferred venue to trade their digital securities, including Avestis Group, La Mobilière, Quokka, SCCF, Swiss Rock, and T-Swift. We have tokenized real estate projects, equity, including participation certificates and debt instruments. So, guys, what really caught my eye here, too, was this. Where does the firm believe the biggest opportunities lie? We see the biggest opportunities in the private markets. It should be as easy to buy a private company security, equity, or debt as it is to buy a book on Amazon. The regulation is ready. What? The regulation is ready in several key financial centers, and the technology is there too. Our deep conviction is that the real opportunities will burgeon when the cash side is tokenized. We are working on multiple tokenized deposit projects with several of our clients. Because I had been talking about that, in the middle of the bear market in like 2022, late 2022, these new tokenized deposits that were coming and that the banks were working with. And they didn't know if they were going to use these stable coins or these deposit tokens, they were calling them, where you have a deposit token that you use that all the banks have. And then from there, you can swap that into stable coins and use. Like they want to get you into their platforms one way or the other. They want to lure you in through the tokenized credits and all this stuff. But, for investors, it's like, okay, you have your cash. You can just use cash and buy the tokenized deposits or have your cash converted to, whatever tokenized ammo to buy these stuff with. So it's not like the CBDCs that are going to be shoved down our throats. And this article here, too, was just interesting, talking about how Twitter kept crypto alive this bear market with spaces, with just people being able to toss info all around. But what I got from it is like, this just shows why the Pulse community is going to be so successful this cycle. Because everything they talked about there, how Twitter was the glue that kept everything going this bear market. Well, the Pulse and the Hex community, we are so far ahead of all these other communities that I see it already. Like, that's why BitBoy is trying to leech onto here, because he sees the strength in this community. You can't phase people. People are diehards in this community. And I think that's going to be his downfall coming in here. is people saw through his bullshit. They're not just going to welcome him here to just do his same shit all over the place, running around like a clown trying to draw attention. You know, what's he going to do? Be the Pulsechain rug spotter and fly around the world looking for rug pulls? You know, after he was on to Sam Bankman-Fried? Like, I just don't know. But it just makes me bullish. And then how with like social media and streaming and all this stuff that's coming in the future. You know, we talked about Tune FM. You know, I watched an interview with this CEO yesterday, and he was talking about the grant that they just got, the $20 million. And he said they're going to put a third. It's actually 24 million now. More money has came in since. And he said, you know, I'm kind of pissed because we are the first project over here on Hedera. We're like the OG project over here, Tune FM, and where people are like forgetting about us. And they're going to use $8 million of the grant or the money to build the fattest, thickest liquidity pools on Hedera. So Tune FM is now going to be the number one fattest, thickest liquidity pool on HBAR. That's their goal. And they're going to also use 8 million of it for marketing. And then the other 8 million was for like artists and revenue for them. But this was crazy. This video.
And of course, Spotify was already big then. And so I wanted to find a way to solve the problem that Spotify wasn't solving, which is they're paying artists peanuts, next to nothing, 0.04 cents per stream. It's going to the rights holder, and the artist gets less than 10% of that. And even Snoop Dogg did something recently where he has over 1 billion streams, and he made like 40 grand, which for him is nothing, but for the vast majority, 99% of artists, they make, you know, less than $100 or less than $10, and they can't even break minimum wage with millions and millions of streams. So clearly, like, there's something wrong with the business model.
So they're fixing that, guys. Tune FM, like, they are at the heart of that. He said in that interview that they are now working with multiple A-list artists and celebrities to come do streaming on here. And guys, like, imagine if they get like, I don't know, it's not gonna be Drake, but imagine like Future or someone, or like I don't even know who the biggest rappers are anymore, but or artists like they're gonna come. And even like all the artists on Spotify who get millions of views and millions of plays on their music, but they're making nothing. You come over to Tune FM, and now you're getting paid way more per view. You're getting paid properly. And I just see whether it's Tune FM or like Galaxy, or there's a couple other streaming platforms on different blockchains, but one of them is going to take over and become that next Spotify of Web3, where artists kind of like karate, where UFC, the fighters don't get paid enough. There's that huge fight, you know, the bickering back and forth, and karate solves that with the wagering for fighters. More people bet on them, the more the fighters make. It's not like a contract where they make 60, 75 grand no matter what and hope for a bonus. You know, they make more as this thing grows. So, and it's just awesome to see. And then Tune FM, the same thing. Once artists see and look around and say, oh shit, you're making that much from each stream? Yeah, I am, because we're not getting, you know, rate from 6 different people along the way. So I got my eye out on Tune FM. You know, it was actually in the weekly recap with HBAR, Bull, and Zepsi, where they had a 10-minute interview with Andrew. And it guys, it just made me so much more bullish. Like like with Pulsechain and Richard Hart, how I just know, like, I have that same feeling with Tune FM, same feeling with Saucerswap, same feeling with Dovu, same feeling with Karate. Like, these projects, like, there's something there. And when you've been here every single day researching these projects across all the different blockchains, the ones that stand out, they do for a reason. And then especially, I've been watching the events. I've been in the community since July of last year. So it's been over 6 months now. I've watched it grow. I've watched the progression they've made. And it's the sky's the limit. No, the firmament is the limit for it. And Karate is going to the firmament. Tune FM is going to the firmament. You can't stop them, guys. You can't stop them. Now the digital RMB, CBDC, now deeply integrated to Huawei's phone, IoT, Internet of Thing devices. So, guys, this is crazy because I've been saying that we're going to have ledgers and hardware wallets built into the next generations of cell phones. So we don't need to have a ledger and that device all in one in your cell phone, kind of like the Solana phone. And now Huawei here is putting CBDCs into their phone that's coming out later this year. And this is just the next step. Like, I know the FedNow wallet or something, the digital dollars, they're going to be integrated into our phones. It's only a matter of time. It's coming. But don't get scared by this, all right? Harmony One will launch next year. And they account for this just under the amount of iPhones in the market. So their Huawei and iPhone are like 1-in-1, and then you have Android is the dominant. They take up like 80% or 70% of the market. But the one thing right here, while the digital RMB is technically still in the pilot phase, it's becoming clear that incentives are the main driver for the take-up. Without the offer of free money, users are pleased with the payment offerings from Alipay and WeChat Pay. Increasingly, the digital RMB is being used for government-centric use cases. However, Internet of Things applications could become another major usage area. But the point here, guys, is right here. Without the offer of free money, CBDCs were a failure in China. They were a failure in Nigeria. And both places now, they're figuring out ways to bribe the people so they will use them. So just because they're putting them into their phones and stuff, yeah, that's great. But if no one's using them, no one's using them. So they're going to have to incentivize you. They're telling you right there. So when they come here to our country and they say, oh, guys, these new CBDCs, they're not CBDCs. It's actually called programmable money, or they're called digital coupons. If you guys accept these and close your bank account down, we'll give you, $10,000 in these coupons. And people are going to do it. And that's what's going to be the trap. So it's never going to just be you're forced to do it. It's all going to be an offer, and you're going to have to consent to it. So don't worry about this stuff, guys. They're going to push for the worst, and they're going to end up settling in the middle. And the last thing for the night, Stellar, some not great news, not horrible news, but a delay in the Protocol 20 upgrade. But you know what? It was scheduled for the 30th of this month, but this is why the future is in open source public blockchains like Stellar. This is why Jenny Johnson, the CEO of Franklin Templeton, will tell you that. This is why the smartest people in the industry will tell you that. It's not about JP Morgan's Onyx or Providence blockchain. It's about Stellar. It's about the XRP ledger. It's about Hedera's distributed ledger. So they had a little bug right here that posed minimum risk, but they sought input on what to do. So upgrading the network is not something the Development Foundation does alone. So what did they do? They went around and they asked the community what to do, and they had a vote. And they decided to not do anything stupid and push it back. And that's exactly what you want to see from a community. They're not worried about rushing stuff through, forcing stuff through. They did the smart thing. They pushed it back. It wasn't a big deal, but that shows me the community's on the same page. When the community came together and made the right decision with no brushback, no anything, that's what I want to see. That's why I'm so bullish on Stellar. I'm never selling some of my bags of this. Obviously, I'm going to take profits at the end of the cycle, but guys, I'm telling you, Stellar is a chosen one. Hedera is a chosen one, and do not sleep on them. Even XRP and Ripple are chosen ones. And this is the time right now where even XRP holders are questioning it. I've been holding XRP now since 2020, and I've been questioning it to myself. Damn, is it not going to do what have we been saying? Is it really not that one? But I think it is, guys. I really do. XRP and XLM rely on legislation to be here. They need that to be in effect before they can roll out everything. So if legislation was here, ISO was live, and we were still seeing all these the store ban come out, XLS 38D, the new amendment on the XRP ledger, if that didn't come out, I'd be kind of worried. But since legislation isn't here, we still have so many NDAs around the market. I'm just going to give it some more time. And that's the thing. The best things take time. People that were able to hold through the worst times of these other coins. Even Bitcoin back in the day was so rocky. ETH back in the day was so hard to hold through. And it's the price you pay. It's that volatility. But if you have conviction and you know what you hold and you've done enough research to say, all right, they have way too many partnerships around the world. Their technology is so important and it's going to save so much money and reduce so much friction. How can it not go up in value? And that's when you start to question yourself on a project you've held for 4 years, that's when it might be time to start doubling down and doing the opposite of your emotions. And that's what I've been doing. And we'll see how it pays off. I actually just sold, what did I sell? I sold out of some Dogecoin and some SHIB that I had in my long-term IRA. I just don't see Doge doing anything. I really think Stellar and XRP have a better shot of becoming Twitter's payment coin than Dogecoin. I really do. Stellar's the cheapest coin to transact with. It's like 5 zeros and a 1.5 to do a transaction. So it's significantly cheaper than any other blockchain. So it just makes sense. You want to use the cheapest thing. And now with Jeb McCaleb, he's in the rocket business. I think it's called Vast. So Vast and SpaceX are partnering with stuff. So it just makes sense that you're seeing the connections there, that Jeb and Elon are both flying the rockets around, laundering money like crazy, scamming people. And now everyone's going to think it's Doge, and he's going to throw a curveball. And on his X platform, he's got the XLM coin as payments. Like, he loves X. It just makes sense. Or XRP and XLM, both of them. Because when I see the World Economic Forum calling XRP and XLM or acknowledging them as the only two stable coins, it makes me wonder, man, are they going to be like designed specifically for payments in like 5-10 years? Is that where this is going? I don't know, but I want to be positioned to where if that happens, I will capitalize like crazy. I don't want to fumble out of my bags right now because of stupid shit. I did it last cycle. I made that mistake, and I'm not doing it again. If I bought a bag this past bear market, or I held the bag from last cycle for a reason, I'm not getting rid of it. I will never, if I take profits or there's a reason I have to sell, I will always keep 20% of it just in case, as like a moon bag or a just keep forever bag. And that's I think, for your mental sanity. If you sell out of bags and then you, like, 6 months later, you start watching them pump, it just kills your psyche. And it makes you second guess everything, puts you on tilt, and it's just not a place you want to be in. You'd rather have just left yourself a little bit of that bag. So if it does that, you can say, all right, you know what? I didn't have what I used to, but I still have some. It's all right. And being able to justify it and tell yourself, all right, it's all right, versus, oh, God damn it, I missed out on that. I have to make it back. That's when it gets dangerous. But yeah, guys, Casper, another great opportunity right now. Huge FUD event just came out. One of their partners that they were working with that were tokenizing patents on Casper's blockchain, they went bankrupt. And I was looking into it, and Casper and IBM, who they were working with, had no access to their financials. So they couldn't see that things were starting to go bad for this company. So it was stuff that was completely out of their control, had nothing to do with them. And look at the price now. Like, the fun on Twitter is insane. And it dropped down, 10% instantly. But what am I going to do? I'm going to go buy more. I'm going to go add to my bag of Casper, at under 4 cents. And then I'm going to stake it on Casper.live and get my 11%, 11.5%. And I'll leave it there for the next year and a half. And I think those 11% coins that I'll make in the next year, I'll be able to sell that for $500, $600, which is like my entire investment into it right now. That's where I think this thing's going. This is definitely a sleeper in my mind, a blue chip. So keep an eye out for it. And API 3 too. I don't know what's going on with this, why it's pumping. It's just an Oracle play. And I had my bag staked in the bear market, and I didn't know that when you staked API 3, you had to wait 1 year to get your interest and your rewards. So I unstaked my like 300 coins, and I have like 60 of them in there that are my interest. So those are stuck for about another 7 months. But if API 3 is a sleeper now and starts to make moves and rip and goes up to $20 and I got 60 coins, there's over $1,000 in my interest from the bear market staking. So long-term thinking, guys, don't rush it. Crypto can be very difficult and it can be very easy if you're patient and you can have the ability to buy a bag. Like right now, if I was to buy a couple bags of blue chip stuff, I would look at Casper and I would look at Verasity, VRA, because that coin has not pumped one bit. It's down at rock bottom, and they have 15% staking right here, Veracity. Like this thing has done nothing in the last year. I mean, it was at a cent, and now it's at a half a cent. I mean, it was down 70% a couple months ago. So it's climbed back up, but this is going to be a gem, guys. I promise you. This is going to be a gem this cycle. And they have 15% staking. So lock it up for a year, get that 15%, sell that, and you'll get your initial out, I think, if you get in right now. We're that early. So what up, coach? There we go. Good to see you, my man. Never, bro. They told me I'm never allowed monetization. I don't know why, but I don't know, bro. We get these copyright infringements when I play my own commercial that I paid $3,000 for and had filmed in a studio. I get copyright infringed on it, and I've fought them all, but it's just a losing battle. So I don't give a shit. Like, I'd rather not have monetization, bro, because these commercials are so bad. The scams are so bad. I don't want anyone falling for that. I'd feel terrible, over like, what am I going to get? $6 a year for the stupid commercials. There you go, Goo God. I got to do it. I got to load up. I need more. Magic, too. That, guys, it could be another gem. Those things done nothing in the last year. I bought it around like 90 cents-ish, I think, and then it dumped in half, and I added a little more at the bottom. And that's what you got to do, guys. It's like you got to be that degen. When your bag is down 70% and it's looking worse than ever, just double down at that point. What's the downside risk at that point when you're at rock bottom? That's the way I look at it. Is if I'm at rock bottom, how far lower is it going? So, I add another $500 to it or whatever. It dips 10%. I lost $50. Wow, big deal. It's as bad as it can really get. But yeah, guys, loving this here. This is my new site. We're gonna have to check the bubbles and then the pulse bubbles. No, I love it. Check out the logos. Looking fresh. I don't see Alien on here though. There's PTGC. Boom, let's go. Nope. Yeah, Ophir. There we go. Shout out to the Ophir crew, David Lee and the Texan gang. I like it, guys. This is great. This is what we want to see. Louis the Duck. Let's go. There he is. Where's Teddy Bear? There's Bear. I don't see, that's stupid. Why don't they have the Louis Duck or the Louis Bear on there as the logo? I don't understand. All right, I need to see what this poly is. This is driving me nuts. Oh, Oh, Maximus is poly. Man, they straight up ganked Polymath's. I wonder if Polymath is on Pulse. Polymath Oh no. Yeah, here we go. $27 in liquidity, Goo God. Bro, let's FOMO in right here. We got the next gem. Polymath Wrap BTC pair. $27 in liquidity. 17,000 poly. Let's go. I'm buying some right now. Oh shit, never mind. It's not in that wallet. But yeah, guys, I'm FOMOing in right now. Against Wrap Bitcoin. Oh shit. Wait, this isn't. All right, there we go. That's better. But yeah, this is the one. Poly trade. On Pulse. Polymath, I mean, on Pulsechain. There we go. Goo God. You're no, tell me you're not adding LP to this pair right here. Oh God. Oh God, Goo God. All right, we got to cut it off right here. This is how you induce FOMO into Goo God. You start talking about Stellar. You start saying tokenization of assets. You throw in a clear pool. You throw in a Jasmy. He starts going crazy. So look at this. PDI up another 18%. Let's go. Let's go. PDI to $1. Let's go. Imagine if Richard came out and was like, yeah, I'm getting PDI to $1. Fuck all you guys. That would be like, oh, I would love it. That would just be such a Richard move. Nakamoto moving. Let's go. Let's get NAKA back to $2. We got to break this little downtrend we've been in. Here we go. That's what I like to see. 4 days of green candles, Goo God. So what does that mean? Does that mean we're in a new uptrend and it's our friend till the end with Chuck Norris punches you in the face? So we got to ride there. Oh yeah, look at that hourly trend. Yeah. We had an increased falling wedge combined with a doji inverse facing doji pattern right here. Looks like we face some resistance at the 0618 resistance. Managed to break through. We got a upward facing dog right here. Looks like we're going to peak off around the 0727 Fibonacci. And then, yeah, guys, price discovery in 69 days. So there we go. Nakamoto looking great, but definitely not as good as this Polymath chart. I'm going to FOMO in, and I'm going to send this thing to the firmament. Get this thing back up to let's get this thing doubled up with $1. But that's it. No more rambling. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow, 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tech Talk with Hexray Vision, Rags to Riches, Crypto Sloth, Walrus. Did I say Rags to Riches and Hexray Vision? Yeah, it's going to be. Oh, yeah, and Hexiest Man in the World. So that'll be a good one. Tune in tomorrow, 3 o'clock p.m. Hexray Vision, Tech Talks channel. I'll be on there dropping some beta while getting the alpha from Walrus and Rags and Sloth and those legends. But hey, I don't want to be the smartest man in the room. I want to be the dumbest one and soak up that alpha from these legends.